Good evening, everyone. Last day of March, the 31st. And that means we were at Proverbs 31. So I'll let my mom start off with her verse.
What?
That spoke to her.
Okay. Well, in verse 9, open thy mouth, judge righteously, and plead the cause of the poor and needy. Now, I am not in any way calling these folks poor, but we do have to look out for the people who are on the front lines, who are putting their lives at stake. As far as the medical workers, the nurses, the firefighters, the police, the Amazon workers who are fulfilling orders, the delivery people. What is that grocery business that is under Amazon that people are getting all their groceries delivered to their doorstep so that they don't have to go to the grocery stores? Well, anyway, there's so many people who are on the front lines. Like I said, they are not poor financially, but they might be paid, a certain amount. And I know the Amazon chairman raised the pay $2, but it's going to take a lot more. Sanitize the places, those warehouses, because these people have families and they're the breadwinners, and they have to support the people who are dependent on them. So those who have a voice speak on behalf of those who have to be in the trenches.
Yeah, and I like verse 7. Let them drink and forget their poverty and remember their misery no more. So that's talking about like wine or like alcohol or whatever. So when you like drink so much, I guess you start to forget things, and it's numbing, but that's only temporarily. So you can't just keep doing that, because the feeling is still gonna be there. You just won't be paying attention to it. So it's important to permanently try to help whatever issues you're going with, and not try to cover them up with substances or whatever.
Alcohol, weed, just numbing, anything. And we were talking about idolatry earlier, anything that takes the place of seeking the comfort that God only gives. Food, we talk about drugs, but food can be, especially being cooped up in the house, a lot of us are just eating. And that can give a numbing feeling, but then we feel miserable afterwards. So let's seek the Lord for his consolation. All right. And Isaiah 3.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, that's not right. Isaiah 3. Well, it's talking about, again, the judgment. The Lord was not pleased with the folks in Zion. They were arrogant. And I think in verse 16, it talks about the women of Zion are arrogant. They walk with their noses in the air, making seductive glances and taking short little steps to get attention. No, the Lord wants humility. And in another version, it says, they walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes. And they're haughty, the daughters of Zion. And they, before they used to say that ankle bracelets were, ornaments that I don't know if you ever heard that, but just to cause attention. But it's always the heart of the matter, because then they're talking about glasses and headbands and purses. And listen, the Lord looks at the heart. Man looks at the exterior. And as long as we can serve him and do not have idols in our life, then we are in one accord with him. And what spoke to you, son?
The verse that said, the young will rise up against the old, and nobody against the honored.
I think that's 5.
Yeah. Yep. People being oppressing each other. And it's already like that. People don't respect elders. And it's very important to respect your elders.
Absolutely.
I know there's a lot of jokes going around. People are saying it doesn't they're saying the older generation is gonna die anyway, so it doesn't matter about the coronavirus for them. But I feel that's still disrespectful. You gotta understand the stuff that a lot of times, especially people who in our race, who what they went through for us to be where we are now. So.
Yes. our
Support our
ancestors and our legends. So let's pray for everyone, all ages, all socioeconomic groups, everyone across the world. Have a good evening.
Good night.